Here's Hasan at a round table feasting.
I am so wet right now. Like you can't tell. I'm so hot. I'm trying to guzzle food down my gullet as quickly as I can. Why? Because I'm a selfless content creator. That's why, chat. Today we are out in a location that I will not be disclosing, in a classified facility. Okay, and we're gonna be making weapons of war. That's right. In order to white knight our queens, and in order to slay our enemies, we're out here making weapons of war. Before I do that, though, I gotta, put some food in my tummy, because I'm a big boy and I haven't eaten yet today, and I worked out this morning. Oh my God, I didn't realize how hot it was gonna be in here. I thought, this is Gil.
Hey guys.
And Bree. They are going to be our blacksmith today. We also are joined by...
Hey guys, I'm Ray, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Valkyrae, okay. And that's it. A year ago, many years ago, and Marsh is on the ones and twos. Thank you, Marsh.
Yes.
A year ago, we were watching, we were stuck inside, indoors. I was not in my $7 million mansion. I hadn't been canceled yet for making a gross purchase like a house to live in with my family. I was in the old apartment and we were watching Forged in the Fire streams. And ever since then, I've been trying to forge a weapon of war. And I wanted to do it on stream because, obviously I got to do everything on stream. And I actually had contacted, after we did some research and investigations, I'd actually contacted Gil many, many years ago. 2 years prior, I believe. That never went anywhere because I'm a lazy piece of shit. And I actually didn't do anything.
Actually true. This is why it took a year for us to do this stream.
And then a year after, or a couple months after I had already contacted Gil, I saw that person right there, Ray, make a katana, a cleaning pole. A washing pole, cleaning pole. A washing pole. My favorite weapon of choice from all the From Software games, but it's all good. I saw that and I was like, holy sh**, where did you do this? I'm looking for a place to do this. And she said she had done this with Gil. And I realized that's perfect. That's actually the person I was talking to a while ago, was make this happen. Now, of course, plenty of things happened in between, and I was not able to actually follow through on this experiment until now. Today's the day. It's been months of planning, almost a year of saying we're gonna do this and then not doing it, but we're finally here today. I will be forging a weapon. Now, we were supposed to forge 2 weapons because she has her own.
Yeah.
However, we realized that it's gonna be much, much longer because we're not cheating, and Gil can talk more about that. He's gonna walk us through everything, walk us through all the different phases. We are going to be forging, we're gonna be hammering, we're gonna be grinding, and lastly, we're going to be putting everything together. That is, of course, if I don't f*** it up so dramatically and so disastrously that I don't end up.
You'll be fine.
But before I do that, I just wanted to eat my food real quick because, like I said, I'm a growing boy and I need my food.
Do you really need to grow any bigger though? I mean,
yeah, no, I do. I do. This is how I stay the same size. Okay. Woo!
We did it.
Should I take off my jewelry and stuff?
It will most likely damage your stuff,
yeah.
but that reverberation, that bouncing back of the hammer, is going to go down to your hand and your wrist and your arm.
I want to wear it.
Go ahead.
So right now, Hasan has a cloth shirt on. I imagine it's a cotton blend. It's a natural blend. That's what you want. You don't want anything poly, anything. You don't want anything nylon, rayon, none of that.
Is that good?
That will most likely, that's bad. That's technically bad. Yeah, like let's say.
I have a shirt. I have a cotton shirt.
Brought an extra one?
Yes, because I was like, I'm gonna be really hot, and I feel like it's gonna.
As well.
Okay, I imagine different scenarios. One scenario, I imagined I was gonna sweat so much that my t-shirt was gonna melt. Another scenario, I imagined, because I like to think of like exit strategies. You know what I mean? The other scenario I imagine is like I'm hammering really hard, and then the melted like iron or whatever just like. Whoosh, splashes on me, and then it burns my shirt heroically.
That's
okay,
you wanted it to happen.
and I'm like, oh, I
gotta tear it off.
Yeah, I tear it off, and then I'm like, oh, where's my other shirt? And then you guys throw me the other shirt. You football pass it, nice spiral. I catch it, touchdown. I'm in a shirt now, a new shirt. But instead of that, I can just give that to you.
Okay. Will that ruin your plan though? Because I feel like that was
no,
part
it's fine.
of the
It does say I love hot moms on it.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
Republicans rise up.
Nothing else, just this?
Stop! No! Okay, stop!
Wait,
Stop.
so much better.
We're not the racists.
No.
We're not the Republicans.
Yes, we are.
No,
Yeah, Republicans. It's so much better. Are you kidding?
What's wrong with you people?
Wait, that's fine.
What is
You people, typical Republicans. You see that? What do you mean, you people? All right,
This is
so
awesome.
let's get started without further ado. I know a lot of you are like, Hasan, what the fuck's going on? Get the forge in. Gil is gonna walk us through exactly what we need to do. Show us the sword, that style of sword that we're making. Maybe give us a little bit of history on the sword.
This is the basic style right here, right? And the reason why it's drawn on this particular piece right here is because I have a boundary. That boundary there mimics the quench tank that we're eventually going to use, and that is formulated to basically have your steel cool down at the proper rate every single time. It's going to have this basic shape, right? It's going to have this slight curvature to it. We have the guard, which we have down here already pre-made.
How long did it take you to make that guard?
That one, it took me 4 hours.
Like, we would be whittling away for 4 hours, and it's like super fine tuning, right? So obviously I would not be able to get that.
So,
also, for people who are saying he's on your phone while you're listening to Gil, no, I'm looking at you, chatter, you fucking idiots. These are bad guys, okay?
Bad guys.
No, they're not. Stop it.
Everybody but me defends my own chat.
You gave her a name for her fans. What are yours?
Mine, I call them Hasanabi heads, but I feel like it's not good. Yeah, but her fan bases were originally known as the racists.
That is not.
We are now
no one wants to call themselves that. No one wants to call themselves that.
So now
they're the Ray Republicans.
Which way better, honestly.
Yeah,
I love
It's
it.
sad because it is a little bit better, but still bad.
a Republican would say that. Okay, what about Reaganomics? You're always saying a rising tide lifts all ships. Like, you're always saying that.
I don't.
You're always saying like we need to abolish the nanny state.
What we're gonna do after we stick it in the forge, we're gonna work only one side of this to a point, to basically the edge. The back side of the shamshir was not sharpened; it was just the spine of the blade, basically. The curvature will happen afterwards. Now, naturally, if you're hitting right here on the blade, it's going to curve naturally from you striking that. You're moving the metal outward.
You paying attention?
Yeah.
It's moving outward, so it's going to naturally do that. But you want to basically keep it straight for the most part. I'll guide them through that process as that happens. But near the end, then we'll go ahead and get the right shape. We'll use this as a template because again, we have to keep it within the confines of that dimension. This is the overall look that we're trying to go for, right? We have this, which we're going to try to meet at some point. So we're going to grind the handle part of it so that this meat fits on.
Okay, chat, do you think we're going to be able to make any of this? Is my real question. Like, likelihood, I want to
You have me.
I want a poll of the likelihood that I will be able to, without any interruption and without, like, with a little bit of feedback from Gil, will I be able to complete this?
Stand to the side because the flames kind of pop right
okay.
away. Go ahead. Start lighting on the ground near the bottom there. Higher. There you go.
Woo!
Oh.
Woo! That was sick!
So now calcifer is lit. We're going to allow it to heat up. Typically, yeah, we leave the blade right there. All right, so now I'm going to get into the hammering technique.
Oh,
Holy shit.
magnet suppresses it a lot.
A lot. So the chain here does the same thing. It would ring pretty hard. It has a little bit of a ring to it, right? If you look at the profile of the handle, right? You have it's starting out kind of thick, it nicks down a little bit, swells back up, and then has a slight taper, and then flares out at the end. Your hand should go right there, right around that swell. It does two things, like it does multiple things, but what it does, it obviously brings down the center of gravity, which is typically right there, ish.
Wow.
Brings it down to here, lower, and so you now have that force able to strike.
You got some grip strength.
No,
dude.
yeah, I do. I've got some grip strength.
You could, like, you know, go. You're holding it
Now I want you to strike. Don't strike hard. Just strike.
like that.
It's good. Now you're keeping your hammer like this, and you're doing mostly this. You're not doing this. Okay. See how much deeper that is?
Oh, okay. So it's like that.
A little bit. Yeah. Hold it right here. I'm still fine.
Okay.
He's fucked. We're fucked. Check.
Not here. You mean like?
You can hold it. Yeah, you can hold it closer. It's not that hot.
Oh yeah. It's not.
Yeah.
Look at my blacksmith, dog. We ain't making a sword.
We're not making weapons.
We ain't making
It's
weapons.
my blacksmith dog. We're dying in the war.
You gotta go to war with like a half-forged, unsharpened blade.
Oh, God.
I'll use it as a blunt object. Shit was flying off when you were hitting it. When I was hitting it, none of that.
You'll get to that point, though. That's what I'm saying. You'll get to that point. It'll be fine. In three hours' time, you'll become a master.
3 hours later.
It's getting cold.
There you go. That was it. That was it. That's it. Oh. Don't worry about missing. Don't worry about it. You feel the difference though.
That's crazy. Wait, I mean, you have to work fast.
You do. You have a window of opportunity and
Pull it out.
we're good now. So yeah, great. Let's back up a little bit for you. Good. Solid hit. Fantastic. Still hot, so careful, but let's see how this looks. It's too much of a curve. Actually, it's too much of a curve. So we have to
flatten it a little bit.
right. We have to move this area and flatten that area, and then flatten that area right there. So let's do that first. Let's go to the first section. But we're close though. So we're actually really close to that shape, and as long as we keep within the parameters, we'll be fine. What I'm doing right now when I eyeball it, I'm trying to make sure.
Straight, right?
Yeah, I'm correcting any little tiny blemish essentially. So right now I'm just allowing it to get cold enough to handle it because it's going to warm up when you start to put it on the grinder. And
Why is it red?
it's a nice velvety red. When it dries up, you can kind of move it around and it'll smear off. But this is essentially rust at a different level. So, all right, let's start grinding. I'm going to grab my glasses again.
Grinder time.
We're about to grind it up.
Do I need glasses?
Safety glasses on. Yeah, of course you need glasses, bro. You're in the fucking splash zone.
Put your hand in it.
Ah! It's like one of those birthday candies.
Sparklers, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a sparkler. Put your hand underneath it. Ah!
Why are you positive?
Let's go!
The initial run here, this is already almost gone. All the crappy edge is pretty much already gone. So it's just a little bit more of doing that. That's basically it. So bring it up, get closer.
Oh God.
You're gonna continue. Yeah, obviously you're gonna watch your finger, but you're gonna slowly move it back and forth.
It's like shining. More, right? All the way up to here?
Yeah. So what you're gonna want to do is keep that. It's gonna be a slight curve. Right now, what it's doing is more of a sheep foot this way, meaning that it's a gradual curve, gradually goes whoop, further up. There you go. And then rock it.
That's so sick. I like the little tip on the edge there. Starting to be like an actual sword.
According to my drawing, we're pretty close to that. That's not that big of, it's not that far out. So I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna say, you know what? Go for it. He's not gonna use it in battle, even though he says he is.
Excuse me. I will be using this in battle. Shaq, watch out. Once this gun is ready to go, okay? That's the move. I like it.
Cool. All right.
Hey, if you like this video, please subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss out on any future videos.